What is it?
Is she trans? Is that what it is?
Not possible. It's not possible.
She was trans, right? Sakura's eyes were staring wildly at Chihiro's lifeless form. Her massive frame trembled.
This girl is
what?
a
See,
boy.
yeah, she's trans.
Ah, I see. So she was actually a he.
What?
You're joking, right?
I wouldn't joke about this.
Look at how angry Sakura got.
Then it's really true? Chihiro was a guy?
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat.
No, I think she's trans, right? That's the right way to put it, right? She's trans.
Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy. Then he was a cross-dresser? Oh, I'm really on fire! I wish I had killed him! So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? Interesting.
Because it's... They also don't give a lot of the details, but
make things much more
Chihiro
exciting.
classified herself as a woman in the game. So I'm saying, yeah.
Now let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial.
Okay.
I do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial.
That means that Genocide Jill could have done it.
We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy. Let's pick up from there.
But
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
oh, my head all of a sudden. To think that Chihiro was actually a guy. The thought had never crossed my mind.
And
What?
because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact,
I don't
list
know.
his gender as male,
It's weird
then
in
yes, that
the
would be true.
how they handle it though. Then like right because I don't know.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was
Yeah, I
killed in
mean,
the boys' locker room.
It's
and
the
was then
pronoun
later moved to the
usage and
girls'
everything,
locker
right?
room.
That matters. And what Chihiro wanted to be, that's what matters.
And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
This is the most titillating situation!
So now everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
Very interesting. This has become very interesting indeed.
Ah, he's off in his own little world.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it. But I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
What? But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
He just seems to be too easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery.
Oh no, Reese.
The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension
and to
cord,
wipe from
knowing
front
it
to
could
back.
connect him to the murder. At least, that's how I see it. And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy. If you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time
I hate
being.
him.
Mark it as
He's right. I am not the culprit. I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
Are you fucking with us right now?
No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
Go ahead, find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
if you're really telling the truth, then why? Why do you do that to his body?
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say?
I hate you.
Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
I don't hate you, Red.
We're seriously gonna keep
And
going?
THH, I don't know what
Good, aren't
THH
we?
is.
I thought it was clear Byakuya did it.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility. Because if we're wrong, we all die here.
That's true. Very well then. I'm with you too.
Damn straight. Count me in.
Oh, trigger happy Havoc. Okay.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
Oh no, you're fine.
Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
That's very true.
Our lives are all on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
But if Byakuya didn't do it, then who's the real killer? Who murdered Chihiro? There's one thing we could be sure that we know about the killer. The killer was able to gain access to the real murder scene, which means...
I got it!
So the crime scene was the boys' locker room. You would need a boys' handbook to get in. Since Leon's handbook is apparently broken, the killer would have had to use their own. In other words, it had to have been a guy. But there's still not enough. I need to find some more clues. He knows Jimmy Neutron.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Well, clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Yeah. All we need right now is
Any kind of new info.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Well, clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough
I
for
forget. Like, I played through a lot of this game before.
All we need right now is any kind of new info.
It's over. It's all over. You want to know who saw the victim? The killer. And only the killer.
No, that's wrong.
I keep hitting A and...
I believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
Now that you mention it, yes, I did see him.
Huh? Really?
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this. The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Whatever! Just hurry up and tell us!
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse. I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag. And then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
A track jacket and a double bag? But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
It seems
Yeah, it's
likely
very
that the
weird,
culprit
Red.
destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
Yeah, that means it's Fat Boy.
And that is when he said something that struck me as rather odd.
It's Fat Boy. Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
Chihiro told me he was in a hurry. But why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much.
Fucking hamster fuck.
Enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
What a marvelous friendship!
The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it was.
But knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
No. You already have what you need to make the connection.
Huh?
You know who the killer is.
Yep.
Seriously? Who is it? Who's the killer?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
Are you sure about that? You really think we can figure out who did it based on 2 pieces of evidence that we don't have?
What? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
Even if we had the
Shut up,
equipment,
Hifumi, you fucking
wouldn't know
killing
how to use
bastard.
it.
As
I'm
was
glad this
noted,
fat piece
the
of shit-
evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Easy for you to say, but fine.
She's like the world's
Celeste,
finest, like,
Did you notice anything
CIA
special
assassin.
about the bag or jacket?
The bag was just a normal duffel bag from all the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from. Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took.
somehow it's really hard to believe. Make your argument. Store laxatives! Thank you so much for that, host!
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed.
Yo, what's up, friend?
He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
How you doing,
So,
Mel?
what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a tracksuit. Cause exercising sucks.
I don't know.
I have a white tracksuit personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did any of that really help
I'm
us
doing
getting
okay,
closer
friend.
to figuring out who
Man.
the culprit is?
That game.
No way.
That game.
Not a chance.
Me and Mel were like DMing
You
during
heard
the
him, right? What he just said without even realizing it?
during the Browns game. It was so good.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed.
Who said
He
what? I was
on
paying
his
attention
way
to
go
Mel.
Exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He
I'm
picked
starting to
that
wonder what I'm
tracksuit
doing.
because
Do I have to pick up one?
matched
Do
the
I have
one
to
the
pick up
culprit
one of
was
these
wearing.
things?
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
Oh, no.
Shoot!
I know it's Fat
First
Boy,
of all,
but like,
we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit
Not
was
yet,
wearing.
and Reese could give out a hint if I needed it.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a tracksuit. Cause exercising sucks.
I have a white tracksuit personally.
I'm missing
I got
something.
it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did any of that really help us get any closer to figuring out who the culprit is?
No way.
Oh,
Not a chance.
it's, what do you call him? It's the hippie dude.
You
So,
heard him, right?
okay, let's go through.
First of all,
Rod
we know
Rude.
where Chihiro was headed.
I know, I'm
He was
sorry!
on his way to go exercise.
I'm sorry!
So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a tracksuit. Cause exercising sucks.
I have a white tracksuit personally.
I don't know. Yes, tell me the answer, Reese.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to...
Okay.
Why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is,
Oh,
the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
because they never talked about what color the tracksuit was, or did they? I don't know.
Hold on a second, Mondo. What did you just say?
Huh? What'd I say?
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said...
And then I assume he headed off to exercise.
She never said anything about the jacket's color.
Oh.
So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
What are you just...
Hey, Celeste, what color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
As a matter of fact, it was blue.
And before we began the trial, did you tell anyone that?
The only one I told about any of this was you.
I'm an idiot, don't mind.
Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
Well, because I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
No, that can't be it. The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was is if he saw Cherry with it before he died. That's the only possibility.
Cherry?
Cherry? Are you talking about Chihiro? So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night. He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
Chihiro.
No, that can't be it either. According to Celeste's testimony,
He was carrying it in his bag. She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
when Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag. If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
It would appear you've dug your own grave.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did. Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it? Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit. That's why you said you knew who did it. To put them on edge.
That's right. However, Mondo
Your
was my
waifu is
target
pretty
all
good
along.
at this there,
I had
Reese.
my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
But why? What made you so suspicious?
That's a good question. There was a
No.
certain turning point that ticked me off. Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently. You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick. And after he was killed, you happened to refer to him as dude. Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
You noticed such a tiny detail?
Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're positively frightful.
Why
No,
couldn't it have been Fat
I'm
Boy,
not
though?
the frightful, not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Mondo, was it really you? Did you really kill Chihiro?
I didn't kill anyone! You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth. What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
Yeah, he would never do something like that. This is a false accusation.
It's true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
Bruh!
That was fast.
Well, this does present us with a problem. It seems we are all out of leads.
My time has nearly come. That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you telling me you'd found some evidence?
Really? What kind of evidence?
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it here calmly,
I hate him!
might not be all that relevant.
I hate him!
Jeez, does your confidence just get up and walk away?